What's good, Mad Gang? Thought I'd record this video for you so that I can show to you one of my biggest trades of the month of August. It was a buy position on gold. Typical green setup day 3 scenario. A lot of you caught this as well as I shared this in my free Telegram group. The end result, $103,000. And I jumped on a live call after the fact. And it's a bit embarrassing to say this, but men, they have emotions too. And I sort of just started crying on the live call. I actually closed this trade on the live call. Yeah, it was a bit disruptive, man, on the live call. If you were on the live call, you know what I talk about, but I just could not get my words out. I just could not get my words out. And I hope that you one day experience that so that you know how speechless I am. Don't really know what to say. And I know the norm of this industry, when you make a big trade, of course, the first thing you want to do is, yo gang, what's up? Just made this big trade. That's not something that I wanted to do, man. That's the last thing. The last thing I wanted to do was sit here. I wanted to go out, hug my kids, man. I just wanted to go and be happy, go and live, because we're in this constant chase of our 9 to 5s. We're in this constant chase of financial stability, of freedom, and the minute you get there, you will know that all those long nights, they were so damn worth it. That's where I was. That's where I am. That's where I was in that moment. I was so captivated by just the moment. I wasn't looking at the money, to be honest, until I jumped on the live call. I think that's why it hit me so much. But just actually seeing it on my screen and knowing that I caught such a big trade really just changed it for me, man. It just made that mental switch in my head, to the point where all of those long nights, they just really paid off. And yeah, I must confess, some days before I started making money, I was doubting myself. I was doubting this trading thing. I was doubting Forex, and it slowly started to compound. It really just changed the game for me, because the possibilities are endless. And when I say the possibilities are endless, I'm not making it an amazing quote or something. I'm saying that you literally can do anything that you want. I need you to really encompass that and understand that, and really just understand it. Understand what I'm telling you right now. You can pass it on to your kids' kids. If you have this, if you understand this, you can live life on your own terms. You can do what you want when you want. Such as myself. My wife and I, we do certain things during the week, whereas people, they need to wait during the weekends to do that. And then at weekends, we're doing our own thing that other people don't do. So we are striving to really just managing our time, but to the point that we can do what we want when we want. I really hope that you can experience this one day. I said it before, I'm saying it again. I'm just getting started, okay? I know it's been 10 years for me, but I'm just getting started. You're just getting started. You need to get started if you haven't done so yet. Without further ado, let me get into the trade, man. So if you're a weird little dude, a small boy in a grown man's shirt, grown man's pants, this is the software. This is the live sign up here. As you can see at the bottom, 103,000 on the 5th of August with a buy position, 50 lots, 3353. And then my exit price was 3374. I did not manually exit. This did hit my stop loss and profit. Let me hop onto the charts and show you what happened. So I started on the 28th of July on a Monday, because I always like to look at the previous weekly structure and try and anticipate the following week's continued structure. But on Monday we had a bearish day because we broke the previous daily low. Then we had an inside day because we did not break the high, we did not break the low. It did close bullish, but that does not mean a thing, because we did not break the high or break the low. If we broke this high right here, if we broke this high, then this one would have been my green day. But the following day, Asia session set the high for me, so then I saw the market pushing back down. I then saw inside day the following day again, so it is pretty much the same as the Monday that I saw. And then the green setup day on 31 July. The market broke above and closed bullish. So that's my setup day right there. Now the minute that happened, I started reverting to looking for some bullish opportunities. I did not get any bullish opportunities on a day 2. No specific reason why not, I gotta be honest. I just did not get it. I just did not find anything worth liking. I mean, London session we had 2 lows. NY session just had a low and push back up, but it was not a big move, which brought me to a perfect occasion on the green setup day, day 3. Now this is a green setup day, day 3, because it closed above the previous daily high, but I did not know that by the time I looked at the market right here. I did not know that, of course. Now, I did not break the low on gold. I did not break the low right here. The market still reverted back bullish. So I was originally looking for this area over here, and I saw the market was going to that region. But I was also taking in consideration the low of London session. Now let me go to the 15-minute, and what I saw here was the exhaustion pointing down. I saw exhaustion, exhaustion, exhaustion. And let me just play the next candle. Next candle was a bullish candle. At this point, this sort of stems from the idea of how I trade a mad block or a false break reversal. It tests the zone and then it rejects it. But it was even clearer on the H1 and on the 30 minutes. On the H1, what I saw this rejection candle on the H1 with the exhaustion area down here. I don't want to play devil's advocate yet, but this was the test of the low of the day exhaustion area, which falls into my category that I like to see before I take a trade. 30-minute, we had that exhaustion area. But on the 15-minute, this bullish engulfing really just gave it away for me. But then on the 5-minute, when I went down to the 5-minute, I saw that we were making lower highs. And then the minute I saw higher lows, when I go to the 15-minute, what I saw was this wick right here was low. This one was higher. But then this was sort of like an indecision candle. But this wick is higher than the previous one. Now, if I go to a 5-minute, it's pretty easy to see. 5-minute, low was created, another low. I guess I can kind of say this is like a head and shoulders that was formed. Bullish momentum up, bearish momentum down, not too much, rejected at the low, and then a bullish variation candle. So I was waiting for the high of this to be broken, but then let's just play the next candle. Next candle broke that high, and then I was in the money. Now, I'd love to be arrogant or confident in this moment and say that my stops was there, but it was not. It was at the previous low. I just could not figure out that stop loss placement at the time. I mean, I am a human being. It does happen sometimes. So what I saw then was this exhaustion area up here to the top, and I left the market running. I was obviously sitting on my hands the whole time because I wanted to close there, there. Because like I said, I am a human being. Emotions happen. So the minute I saw this bullish engulfing variation right there on the 15-minute as well, and I think on the 30-minute, I was very, very close to opening another position. But what kept me from doing that is the fact that if I did that, my stop loss would be huge. So always if I want to stack on my trades, I want my second position, the stop loss placement, to be covered as soon as possible. I want to cover those orders as soon as I possibly can, because I don't want, it's going to happen, and it has happened before, and it probably will happen in the future again. But I don't want my profit from my second trade to eat up of my first trade. Now, one can only try, and I did try to do that on my previous trades. I did not open a second position on this trade, even though I was so tempted. The stop loss placement just did not make any sense to me. The stop loss would have been huge. Let's say if I entered right over here, that's a big stop loss. I could have halved or downsized on my position, but it just did not make any sense for me. So I literally I did not want to be greedy. I left this trade as it was. Stop loss to break even later on. And then the minute I got this candle right here and then the closure above this exhaustion area, I then placed my stop loss to the low of the exhaustion area for a break back down, because I was thinking maybe it's going to be a false break at the high of London session, because we tested the low of London session the previous day. So I was thinking maybe the high of London session has some substance. I was wrong. We did get a rejection on the 30-minute. You can see massive rejection, so that kind of not scare me away, but I was following my plan. I did not act emotionally. This is one of my rules, to exit at the low of the exhaustion area. And then, yeah, exited as soon as I tapped that low of the exhaustion area. I am bummed out that the market ran away from me, but can you imagine the amount of profit that I would have accumulated if I just did that? So these things are running through my head. Make no mistake, I am a human being, but I follow the plan, and I'm super, super proud of myself for following a plan. And like I mentioned, only after the fact that the trade was really, really in good profit, I saw the monetary value to it. I did not focus on that. As a trader, as you progress, you're not that focused on money and stuff because you're covered. What you're focused on more is actually just pure mastery. You want to master your emotions. You find yourself more in trading than you find yourself out there in the world. That's just my opinion. You find your personalities and your strengths and your weaknesses better in front of a trading screen than any other scenario out there in the world. And the reason for that is you're constantly testing yourself, you're constantly breaking barriers and trying to see how far can you push it until your fingers are burnt. And then you burn your fingers and you come back to your safe space. Then you need to get back outside of your safe space again, push the limits to grow, and then you burn your fingers and then you come back. So it's a constant whipsaw. What you need to do is you need to get out of that whipsaw, find a balanced state where you say, this is me, I'm currently busy with mastering my craft. And I hope that you learn a lot out of this video. It's not me boasting about it. It's me sharing that dream with that small boy or that younger man that I was when I watched videos such as these. And now I get the opportunity to share it with you so that you can stay motivated. I know this journey is tough. I know that. I've been there. Trust me. But these videos are just there to help you, to help shape you, and to grow you. So, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.